Hi everyone, here Damian in the Malaga office, Friday the 10th of May, the end of a good week I hope. Let's start as always with safety. Again, 7 months and counting since our last reportable injury. So in 6 days time, so the 17th of May, it'll be 8 months, so fantastic work and we'll keep on that. Just two initiatives that I'd like to point out coming up in the next month. On a weekly basis, we will start to roll out what's called the safety cross around the business. That gives us a visual depiction of our performance across the state, and I just hope it, the aim is for it to be a visual prompt for everyone to see the number of incidents we have, and also probably even more importantly, rolling out the concept of the safety council to the regional levels. You probably need to get a bit more detail of that from your managers, but in essence, it's the way that we review our safety performance within the management team on a monthly basis. So we look at incidents, we look at the root cause, we work out how it could be improved for next time. We review our stats, what type of injuries and that sort of thing. So we've been doing that at a state level leadership team for about 6 months now, and then we're rolling it down to the next level. So I look forward to that continuing. From a people point of view, a couple of really good things. We just this afternoon announced the inaugural WA Solids Employee of the Month, and I'm really thrilled to well, it's been announced already, but that Julie Smith, one of our supervisors here in the Malaga team, took out that award. She gets a $100 voucher. There's a series of points around Julie, and I'll put those in an email already, but just really fantastic. One correction to my email, I need to recognise that Julie's been here for 27 years, so really great work by Julie. Other people issue, probably just to note, is we have now got approval from the Fair Work Commission for the Southwest Agreement to be approved. That has been a really long process. It expired on the 30th of June last year. That's the nature of these things, they take a long time to go through, but that covers 270 of our employees, so it's very important for us, and I'm pleased for everyone that we got to that outcome. Next thing to note would be just a further commentary on that the growth of the establishment of the Northern Australian business. As a reminder, our Kalgoorlie, Barrow Island, Wheatstone, Port Hedland, Newman and Karratha branches will go into that new business unit with effect the 1st of July. There's some stuff around de-trumping those businesses as well, and again that'll be a body of work for the next until the 1st of July and probably a bit beyond, but again sad to see that group go, and but we'll aim to ensure the process goes as well as possible. Some stuff from a customer point of view, got some really fantastic feedback from IKEA. A reminder that we started that contract with them in March. We did a whole lot of work beforehand and did some work after the commencement as well around staff induction, staff training for the IKEA team. They've just announced that for the first time ever, the Osborne Park store here in Perth has the leading diversion rates for waste of all the IKEA stores in Australia, and that's huge credit to the team. I want to point out Julia from the sales team. I've spoken about it before, but really great work, and I'm very pleased there. South Perth, as part of a 1-year extension to that, we also got, that's for the collections business, we also got an additional 15,000 tonnes into the transfer station and thence into landfill. So really good work, well done to Daniel Provo, John Mulholland, and all of the others involved in those discussions. That's a really important outcome for us. For some of our regional muni councils, we got 5-year new contracts, but they're renewals for us because we had them before, for Jerramungup and Ravensthorpe. If you need to look at a map, that's down on the south coast of Western Australia, in between Albany and Esperance. You'll see where they are. Again, they're not billion-dollar contracts, but we'll take every one of them. So again, well done to Serena in Albany, Kevin in Esperance, and of course Damian Moss for putting the two teams together there. And lastly, we found out this afternoon the Dardanup Shire, again in the southern region where we do the collections. We've been recommended for a renewal there as part of our contract, and again, not a billion-dollar contract, but a good one, and as always, important for us there. For me, the next couple of weeks will again continuing focus on Dardanup. I spent a lot of time in the last week and a bit looking at the community engagement down there. We had some community information sessions and they went really well. So I've got some more work to do there. I've got to present our budget for next year to my boss in the next couple of weeks. So that's a ton of work going into that, as you can imagine, so that we get it right. And then probably just one other thing I'd mention is, we are a sponsor of the Australian Hotels Association award night, which is next week. Again, no free gifts there, unfortunately, for any of us, but we're doing that in order to, there's obviously an extensive network of individually and group-owned hotels in Western Australia, so as a means of getting into that better exposure to that industry going forward. All right, so that probably leaves me for today's session, and again, as always, we will finish with our very important Brownlow nominations. So 1 point this week goes to Trin in the sales team. She's our sales analyst. Again, not a lot of people would see what Trin does, but she is an absolute whiz kid. Develops these incredibly complex spreadsheets to show us where we should be focusing our sales team, levels of performance, all that sort of stuff. So really great, and she does it with a smile, graciously. So really appreciative to Trin. Thank you. 2 points goes to Robert Morton, one of our operators in the Dardanup landfill facility. Really delighted to see that nomination there. Rob, very highly commended by his leading hand and the site manager there for just his ongoing focus on safety, ongoing focus on serving the customer, really great interaction with the truck drivers there and the like. So well done to you, Rob. Thank you. 2 points for you. And 3 points for this week goes to Vivian from our education team. Many aspects to why Vivian's been nominated and gets the 3 points this week. Apart from her smiling and engaging nature, she's done a whole lot of work recently on, as an example, with Officeworks around their diversion rates. She does a lot of stuff with the councils. Whenever she's out there, she represents our business in a really proud fashion, and just makes a great contribution and truly lives our values. So to you, Vivian, thank you. 3 points for the Brownlow medal to you this week. All right, not a lot more to say in closing then. As I said, it's Friday afternoon, so I hope you have a great weekend. Please be safe, and again, be safe in the weekend, and let's continue our focus on our safety. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next couple of weeks. Take care.